morning and good day. Ira Epstein with your Tuesday morning flash update. And this is for the last trading day of April 30th, 2019 at 9:10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. A little bit lower in the stock indices as we're still feeling that aftermath of the Alphabet, Google down numbers, not quite as friendly as the market wanted, although GE did better, other companies doing better. We're in that reporting sweet spot. You've got to remember that, so this is a big week. You have the FOMC meeting. You'll have the result of that tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then the press conference, and lots of economic data coming in from all over the world. As we're taking a look right now at energy prices back up, the Saudis today told the Russian state press that they have no intent of meeting President Trump's immediate demand to pump more oil. They're even thinking of staying the way they are through 2019. So there's a bit of a rebuff, and the market up on that news. In the grain market, all you need to do is take a look out your windows. It's more like a March day than it is April. I mean, it's cold in Chicago, it's rainy all around us, and the farmers are getting delays that we're seeing in planting. Now, you didn't see that too much yesterday in the crop reports, which I found interesting there too. Gold and silver trying to hold on. What will the copper do is Steve Mnuchin and Robert Lighthizer are now in China trying to wrap up the trade negotiations. Word is that they're hoping that when the Chinese come back to the U.S. next week, that maybe the negotiations will wrap up at that time. Dollar, in the meantime, feeling some pressure as the eurocurrency getting a little bit off of some better news. So first, the U.S. Conference Board came out and the present situation and expectation indices. Here we go. April confidence, 129.2. Prior month was revised to 124.2 from 124.1, and the market only expected 125. So the consumer's still feeling pretty good. The April present situation index definitely better, 168.3 versus a 160.6, and expectations 4 points better, 103 versus 99.8. Then we get to the U.S. National Association of Realtors pending home sales data. Month over month up 3.8%. The market only expected it up 0.4, so that's a big jump. Year over year down 1.2%, but the prior month was down 4.9. So not as good as a year ago, better than the prior months, not bad. April Chicago PMI came out at 52.6 versus an expected 59. That's a sour note, not the best note. First quarter employment index in the U.S. Quarter over quarter up 0.7. They expected it up 0.8. So not as much inflation or price pressure on goods. Year over year up 2.8%. Case-Shiller, Metro, the 20 Metro home area prices for February. They were up 3% from the year ago month and up 0.2% from the prior month. China, their Statistics Bureau released today pegged the official manufacturing PMI index at 50.1. That's off from the 50.5 in March, but it's still above 50, so they're stable, not falling apart, not doing great. Just stable is a good word. European data, Germany's preliminary CPI up 0.1 for the month. It had been forecast up 0.4 month over month. Annualized basis, it was up 2%. They had figured 1.5%. So I view that as sort of a interesting number because they beat here. Did I say 1/10? It's up 1 full percent on the month. They were looking for up 0.4. So it's a beat in the number. GDP data released by Eurostat pegged the Eurozone first quarter GDP up 0.4%. Quarter over quarter compared to the 0.2% quarter over quarter growth seen from the last quarter. A little better stability there. Economists had expected GDP up 0.3%. Data released by Eurostat pegged EU unemployment rate at 7.7%, better than the 7.8% in February. That's the lowest in 11 years. Not bad. Industrial sentiment, though, fell more sharply than expected to a minus 4.1 from a minus 1.6 in March. That's the weakest reading since September 2014. Canada's industrial price data up 1.3% from February. And as I said, the Saudis have said, no, Mr. President, What we're not going to do is we're going to stick with our deal, and we'll see if we're going to even extend to the end of 2019. So that can't make the president all that happy, because that was a rebuke to him. Let's see what I've got here for you, because I know I always have something. Our futures trading kit. You know, everything I try to put together, you can get in the kit. Let's assume you want to try our two different types of charting software, be it an HTML-based or a Java-based. In other words, a download, or you just go into your web browser. What about our mobile applications? They're here. So whether you have an iPhone, whether you have an Android, they're going to be here. And of course, then the contents of the kit, because it's a learning facility. And we take you from the beginning of futures, teaching you charting patterns, giving you ideas as to different questions you might have and trying to answer them. We did this in part with the CME group because we're going to point you to their website. They have phenomenal resources. The problem is getting around it. There's so many resources. We do that for you. Then the other thing we do is cause and effect. Government puts in or takes out money. What is the impact on Treasury futures? What does it mean for the economy as a whole? Then, as you know, I do video series from time to time. You're going to get both. The pivot point, which I think is super important, and then the Arun. This is basically how the CME Group's brochures look, and it does have question and answer period. So you go through it, you figure out what you've got, and it tells you if you're learning what you should be learning. How do you get all this? It's simple. It's free. We send it out to you as a link. All you need to do is either give my staff a call to come as an email, or go to our website. You'll see our carousel of free offers. Choose it from there, and anything else you might want. You can also click up here if you're watching me on YouTube. That'll get you going where you have to be. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good trade day, and I will see you all, I guess it'll be this afternoon, end of the day videos. You take care.